the thing about anything that we have in abundance, which is where we are with information right now. Our problem is a relatively new problem. For the first time in human history, we actually probably have too much information. That necessitates us learning a different set of skills. So the skills we develop for learning about the world and figuring out our big problems in perhaps the 20th century are different now. In the 20th century, it was about finding enough information to formulate an opinion or deepen your understanding. Now it's about sifting and sorting. One of the things that I encourage my students to do and hopefully push them to do is to develop what we call critical digital literacy skills, a sort of disciplined curiosity. That when you are awash in information as we are now, you've got streams of information coming at you. How do you parse the difference between the information that people want to deliver to you and the information that you need to go out and find yourself? And that ideally what some of my colleagues call a media diet will have both. It's like having a plate that's only full of mashed potatoes, right? Which I'm not exactly opposed to, but any nutritionist would tell you that's not a good diet, right? So I'll tell my students, social media information is great, but if that's the only media in your media diet, you're gonna have a very narrow focus and perspective on the world. So teaching them to balance that, not just with quote unquote old school sources, but I do say to them, you are more likely to encounter something outside of your own life experience, seeing the world through somebody else's eyes for a little while. That's developing that empathy for other people's positions, even as you hold on to the values that you think are important. Finding the areas where you can agree, solving the problems where you can work together and solve the problems, and hopefully helping you build something that is better and more sustainable for everybody.